Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to install additional domain controller in Windows Server 2016. In order to do that, let me open my workstation. This is my workstation where I have installed the two virtual machines. One is WinDC01, another one is WinDC02. Let's log in into both machines. Logging into WinDC01. This is a domain controller in which I have already installed the Active Directory domain services. If you want to see in the server manager console, go to the tools and see the Active Directory sites and services, users and computers. And we are installing the Active Directory domain services in WinDC02. This is a clean Windows Server 2016 operating system. Before installing the domain controller in DC02, make sure we have configured we have assigned the static IP address. To check, open the run, and type ncpa.cpl. Go to the properties and we see IPv4 and properties, and we see the IP address of 192.168.171.130. This is the static IP which has been assigned to DC01. And if you see the preferred DNS server IP is 192.168.171.129. This is a domain controller IP. Close this. Click on the add roles and features. The installation type is role based because we are installing the Active Directory domain services role. And select a destination server. This is the only server which we have. And the WinDC02 server is a local server in which we are going to install Active Directory domain services. Click next. Check the Active Directory domain services. The moment you check the Active Directory services, it automatically gives you a pop-up to add a required features, and click next. And it's giving some brief about the Active Directory domain services. Click next and install. The role is being installed now. We can see now the Active Directory domain services role has been installed successfully. Now we need to promote this over to domain controller. To promote that, we have option here, promote this over to domain controller. We can promote from here as well, or cancel this wizard, and you see the flag option over here, and we have the same option that promote this over to domain controller. Click on this. A wizard will be opened where we see the three options. One is add a domain controller to existing domain, another one is add a new domain to existing forest, add a new forest. We are adding a domain controller to existing domain, that is vmlab.local, and supply the credentials to perform this operation. Click next. Here we see the site name, that default first site name, and give the password for the DSRM. I'm not making any changes here. Click next, and here we see the replicate from the any. So here we have any domain controller. So we want the replication from the DC02. Now we are installing the Active Directory domain services in DC02. So we want the replication from the DC01. Click on drop down this option. We see the Win DC01, that is domain controller. Click next, and we see the specify the location of ADDS database. Click next. Now we see the all the prerequisite checks passed successfully and installed. We can see now Active Directory domain services has been installed successfully. Close this wizard. It is rebooting. Now let's go to Active Directory DC01. Go to here tools, Active Directory users and computers. Under the domain controller we should see the Win DC02. Once DC02 is up, we will see the same. DC01 should be appeared in the domain controller. Now we see the VM lab, that is our domain name. Log into DC02. Go to the tools and open the Active Directory users and computers. Under the domain controller we should see the DC01. Go to the domain controller. So we are seeing the Win DC01. So now we have installed the additional domain controller. Now we'll test the replication between the DC01 and DC02. In order to do that, go to the DC01 and open the server manager. Go to the tools, open the Active Directory sites and services. Now we see, so expand the sites is the default first site name. Expand the servers. We are seeing the two servers DC01 DC02. Expand the DC01 and expand the DC02. Click on the entity settings, all tasks, check the replication topology, click OK. Refresh, we should see the one link. So now the link is appeared here, that is from the DC02. Similarly, go to DC02, click on entity settings, check the replication topology, refresh. We are seeing the link again here. This from the DC01. Now click on this link, click on the replicate now. We see that Active Directory domain services has replicated to the connections. Replicate now. Now we have set the replication on the both servers DC01, DC02. Let's do some test. Go to the tools, Active Directory users and computers. Go to the users, create one user. I have created one user in DC01, and as we set the replication on the both servers, this user should be appear in the DC02 as well. Open the Server Manager console, go to the tools, open the Active Directory users and computers. We should see the John user under the users. So we are seeing the John user as well. Now the replication is happening between the both sides, both servers. We have installed the additional domain controller and tested the replication as well. The reason why we are having the additional domain controller is that let's say for instance your domain controller is gone, is down all of a sudden, and in order to run the services we have the another additional domain controller, so we can still run the services in the another domain controller. And for the load balancing also we can have the additional domain controller, and for the high availability as well. This is the way we create the additional domain controller. Thanks for watching my video. If you like, do subscribe my channel.